Just wow, man. The time we are living in is just mind blowing sometimes. And it already felt mind blowing before I became a Christian with how much this woke-tarded mindset has ruined so much. Let's be real here. I mean, this woke-tarded mindset has ruined things that used to be even for kids. Because now we have shit like Blue's Clues coming back into people's lives for kids, and yet at the same damn time, they're focusing on shit like a fucking Pride Parade sing along. And now, I have a feeling that with how much the gaming industry is pushing shit, that it's only going to be a matter of time before we see the crash in the gaming industry happen. Because a crash happened before. And during what was kind of like the beginning era of video games, or damn sure, at least ridiculously close. With the Atari 2600, that used to be one of the most popular video game things ever because the Atari 2600 was simplistic but fun. There were tons of arcade games, pretty much, and it just felt like a decent time for most people. That being said, though, the Atari 2600 wasn't wasn't immortal to screwing up because the Atari 2600 and its era of gaming fell away thanks to the E.T. game based on the Steven Spielberg movie that I'm pretty sure most people have seen, since it is one of the most popular movies for a reason. And now we live in an era of gaming where they go so hardcore in censoring shit. I mean, speaking of E.T., the censoring that we deal with actually seems like nothing to many people who just simply are so over the top obsessed with how they weren't accepted beforehand over, whether they were transgender or homosexual or whatever. And while many of these people really do need some sense of sympathy to even get through to them, at the very same time, it's become dystopian so hardcore. Speaking of E.T., we had, infamous cases of suddenly censoring shit out of nowhere, like how E.T. censored how the villains of the movie used to have guns that were chasing the kids that was trying to get E.T. home. And now it's edited to have fucking walkie-talkies. I mean, it's stuff like that now looks so whatever in comparison to the shit that we have now in this modern day. In this modern day, we now have stories being rewritten hardcore for the Woke-tarded group. I mean, and it's not even just the American companies. It's far from it. It is far from it. Because if it was just the American companies, then damn sure what we saw happen with the Final Fantasy VII Remake in suddenly shrinking down Tifa Lockhart's chest and making her have an undershirt as well as thigh highs because better not show any skin. I mean, that wouldn't have happened if, you know, the Japanese companies aren't being affected. Same with, yes, another Square Enix example, the likes of Dragon Quest III's remake. And while I've never touched Dragon Quest or really cared to engage with it personally, they're going out of their way to censor the likes of religion, which which is ironic given how religion used to be censored from Nintendo localizations back in the day for the original Nintendo and Super Nintendo, and I want to say the N64 had a bit of that too. I could be wrong on that, but point is, you know, like the censorship of religion was something that, you know, we joked about back then. Because we're like, Nintendo fucking trying to cover up that there is clearly any reference to Christianity in this game or that game or the other. And not only do we have Dragon Quest III's remake trying to censor Christianity out of it, but we have this female character who had, yes, these ridiculously hard to believe would actually genuinely help someone bikini armor sets that is clearly just more of a product of people just being hornballs. But that now we better freaking put on an undershirt and shorts. And it's ridiculous because this is censorship from a company from Japan, which is a country that focuses hard on sexual crap, even though they're, I guess, a bit weird, like how they censor porn for some reason, despite how the whole point of porn is supposed to be to, you know, get off. But, you know, they're also still infamous for how over-the-top perverted a lot of anime can be. I mean, just look at shit like Kill la Kill and you get what I mean there. Or even all the other things that, like, could even be encouraging stuff like frickin', of all things, incest. And yet and yet this is too far. The likes of a female character showing a little bit of skin is just way too far now. Despite all of that other shit that's happened. And now, things are getting so ridiculous that one of the biggest names in video games is going hard with the woke-tarded bullshit. Nintendo. And I've been a Nintendo fan for as long as I can remember. My parents had an original Nintendo Entertainment System, when I was a kid and I used to play the original 3 Super Mario Brothers on it so damn much it's not even funny. Not to mention, I was lucky enough to have a Super Nintendo gifted to me with Super Mario All-Stars, Super Mario World 1, Super Mario World 2's Yoshi's Island, and if I'm recalling right, some random sports game. I think it was just like some like college football game or something like that. Never cared for sports games really unless it was something that at least had you kind of moving around like the Wii encouraged. But now, I'm sorry, but Nintendo has clearly gone down the path of being woke-tarded. One of the things that genuinely got me uncomfortable was how people went so hardcore in putting Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild on a pedestal. And the game in many cases was alright. I liked a lot of what it was trying to do for a new Zelda game. Especially as I loved games like Twilight Princess. But at the same damn time, what really, really genuinely got me worked up was the thing about Link suddenly cross-dressing out of fucking nowhere. Not only was he cross-dressing, but he looked like he was enjoying it way too damn much. And this game is rated E10. Okay? Not T for teen, not even E, and yes, not E for everyone, but still E10. And they're pushing shit like that out of fucking nowhere. And very much from the get-go I was like, this should be at least T for teen, cause what the fuck is going on here? And it only got worse. Because people freaking definitely embraced the ever-living shit out of that cross-dressing version of Link. It's not even funny. Especially if you fucking end up going to the pornographic side of the internet. With as it stands, it's an E10 game encouraging this shit. And that alone feels like something Creepers did. The rating of the game. And to set the record straight here, the ESRB is literally ran by the video game industry. This isn't some third party that is non-biased in their ratings. This is the same exact people who are clearly biased in how they rate games, because it's the people who made the damn games to begin with. And clearly beforehand, Zelda was okay having a T for teen game at the damn least. But with Zelda Breath of the Wild, better make that E10 so the 10-year-olds and up can see freaking Link getting off to fucking cross-dressing and getting into a women's-only town. I mean, as I even say that, that also sounds like it could be something that a fucking pervert is doing nowadays, being transgender, or at least dressing up and cross-dressing so much that they blend in with women so that they can go into a girl's bathroom and fucking peek on women. There's no way that that's not a perverted thing, that they weren't fucking getting their rocks off at Nintendo when they decided to do that. That was 100% unequivocally a fetish choice of theirs. And now And now, I also got to actually mention Nintendo Switch Sports. I've owned this game for a while, and in many cases, it plays decently in comparison to the original Nintendo Switch, Nintendo Wii Sports and Wii Sports Resort. I bought it because I wanted to have an experience like that again, especially because I loved those games. They may have been pack-in titles on the Wii, but they were fun times, bottom line. From the bowling, to the golf, to the boxing, to the baseball, to the sword play, so on and so forth. The new one, though, I like even during my streams, I was looking at how they designed the new avatars for the game itself. They all look like they were designed to be very androgynous. Like, you can't freaking definitively tell a character being a man or a woman at all. They're all just so androgynous that they all fucking look like they're a part of the LGBTQ, and they're about ready to fucking probably have a pride parade where they're gonna even fuck each other in public. like for real. Like, none of the character creation has anything that is specifically focused on creating a character that is meant to look even slightly masculine. And now, with the Nintendo Switch 2, that they're overcharging the fuck out of, we now suddenly see the Miis get shit. To where the Nintendo Miis, what has been a thing since the Nintendo Wii, the ability to create a simple yet charming avatar to represent you in the games. Clearly something that they did for the sake of Nintendo's the Wii Sports games. And they even did it so that they can use that kind of feature in Mario Kart. Now, they've removed gender. And instead, when you create a Mii on the new Nintendo Switch 2, it's asking what body type you want. Not gender, body type. And they're now doing fucking warnings on the likes of games that actually fucking acknowledges biology. Fucking biology. Like now there's going to be a fucking warning on shit like probably Skyrim. Unless, for all I fucking know, maybe fucking Bethesda updated the new versions that they keep releasing in Skyrim, as well as probably any of their other games. The likes of actual gender. And instead, probably also is just gonna be like, what body type do you want? There's no such thing as genders. When, let's be fucking real here, either you're a fucking retard who didn't fucking take an actual biology class, or you're a fucking woke-tard who's choosing to actively ignore biology. I can't blame the people that is giving the LGBTQ any shit, because they've deserved it when at least they're so stubbornly trying to somehow ignore the likes of biology. And it's gotten ridiculous, man. We're literally, yes, in the end times because shit is only getting more ridiculous from here on out. It's getting so damn ridiculous to where when the fucking Antichrist is trying to control the world, guarantee you he's going to try and fucking get all buddy-buddy with the LGBTQ and even the fucking other races that suddenly went from, oh, we're being treated pretty fairly nowadays in the main countries, to suddenly, the white people are so racist! As if, you know, big-time people in history, like Martin Luther King Jr., didn't actually do jack shit. Because guess what? This isn't segregation, you dumb fucks. Not only is this not segregation, but but it's so far from it, because now the racism has flipped around to the white people. And now the world is trying to freaking treat racism as if it's okay for only the white people. And that if you try to freaking argue against it, that then you're a real piece of shit. And yet, the irony is that there is more people in the world who don't give a shit about woke-tarded garbage. There is a majority that don't give a shit about the woke-tarded garbage that is pushing feminism as if, you know, women don't have equal rights, or pushing fucking hatred towards white people as if there's still segregation going on in countries like the United States when it hasn't fucking been a thing for a ridiculous amount of time now. To fucking all this shit with the LGBTQ. Like these big companies that are also pushing it, I'm sorry, but they know damn well what they're doing. It isn't about money, because they ain't fucking making money off of it. They're fucking pieces of shit who are way too fucking worked up over wanting to fucking groom children, especially. Wanting to groom the next generation. I mean, that's what Disney's doing, clearly. Because guarantee you, the people pushing that shit at Disney are probably fucking pedophiles. Guaranteed, it has been that case with Nickelodeon. When you fucking pay attention to shit like what happened with Dan Schneider, and how clearly Nickelodeon knew for fucking years that was fucking bullshit. That guy was genuinely being a creep to all those little girls. And they fucking gave a studio sign in the shape of a foot to that piece of shit. Because they knew damn well what he was doing. Bottom line, these fucking these corporations that are pushing this shit are being ran by creeps. And damn sure, they need to finally be held accountable. Because it's getting old how much they're not being held accountable. And damn sure, they're only going to keep on fucking inching past all of the fucking laws till it's so fucking gnarly that people are going to be crying for kids to get the justice that they deserve too. When they're gonna fucking just simply go, hey, you're a racist, hey, you're a sexist, hey, you're a homophobe, hey, you're a transphobe. And that being the end all be all. Rather than actually fucking using their fucking minds to fucking think about it. I'm sorry, but the gaming industry is going to get a crash from this. And the only way it's probably going to live on is through PC gaming after this. Because people still need computers outside of gaming. So it's the only way that it is going to live on. Unless they fucking somehow go out of their way and actually truly acknowledge that they fucked up and that they're sorry. If they ain't gonna do that, it ain't gonna fucking happen. Nintendo ain't gonna be coming back from this if they can't fucking acknowledge that they are going too far. Freaking Sony probably ain't gonna come back from also all the shit that they've pushed. I mean, hell, fucking shit like The Last of Us is clearly not gonna work out anymore. I mean, even Xbox is probably going to die out. The only fucking way that Microsoft is going to not die out with it is the fact that they own the main computer platform. And even then, Microsoft deserves it too, because they fucking are being ran by some guy who somehow has the fucking power to fucking demand that people fucking shoot up vaccines like they're a bunch of fucking drug addicts when he's not even a fucking doctor. I just want the world to fucking think about shit. Because I won't lie, I'm sick of being the one who seems to actually fucking realize what is going on in the world while everyone else treats me like I'm just fucking crazy. And in the end, they're going to be the ones realizing that I wasn't crazy, but that they were fucking dumb and choosing to be. Not dumb on accident, but choosing to be dumb. And I only pray that people fucking realize that before it's too late. Bottom line. I don't hold hatred towards people who happen to be gay or trans or whatever. I've had many friends who were all that crap. And I genuinely want and pray the best for them. But this is getting ridiculousness, man. Especially because way too much are kids being targeted now. And people need to put their foot down. Bottom line, no ifs, ands, or buts. People need to put their fucking